All right, we're set to go. The New York Jets on the home front. The first of 3 straight home games for Todd Bowles' team. Nick Folk puts a foot on it. And through the back of the end zone, the Rams will get the football at the 25-yard line. Keep an eye on Todd Gurley today. Heard very little from him so far this season, and that's basically the way it starts out. Gurley is averaging barely over 3 yards per carry. And yet Gurley has only carried the ball 27 times total in the last 3 games. He's gone nowhere on back-to-back carries. Injuring his ankle against Arizona. And on 3rd down, good protection. Keenum throws, and that's a dandy indeed. Caught by the veteran Kenny Britt, and that will move the chain. You said 3rd down? Red grew up just down the road in Bayonne, New Jersey. Not very far from this stadium. That's Tavon Austin. They get it in his hands on the ground. It's only his 15th carry of this entire season.
Acceptable for their offense. Give him the ball somehow.
Blitz coming. And Keenum has to just get rid of it. Incomplete.
From there on.
3rd down. And a second straight 3rd down conversion. A second straight reception on a 3rd down for Britt. He's 31 years young now. He grew up in Aliquippa, Pennsylvania. He's been one of the all-time great cornerbacks, all day to throw. And a one-handed reception by Britt, left all alone. He'll tiptoe out of bounds along the sideline at the 25-yard line. Another Rams first down. And now 1st down at the Jets' 25-yard line on this opening possession of the game. They pitch it to Benny Cunningham, and he's sniffing the end zone, and the big fella is run out of bounds just inside the 1-yard line, the 1-foot line. Not been good in the red zone this year. And denied a touchdown is Cunningham on 1st down. The Jets are saying the football is loose. No official signal given yet by the officials. The Jets are still saying it belongs to them. And now they're saying Rams football.
He looked through the pile to see what happens. Benny Cunningham going down. The ball just kind of comes out of his midst, out of his grasp there. And it's wide open for anyone to get to. I'm not sure anyone really popped it out. It just kind of came out. And Todd Gurley didn't carry it on now.
Shotgun from the 2. Unable to get there is Kendricks. But the Rams especially so. And now it's 3rd and goal, and it's incomplete. Gurley touched the ball. Not once. Field goal is good. A chip shot. Not in on 1st down from inside the 1. Was on the field, did not touch the football on 2nd and 3rd down passes, but it is a 3-0 lead. C.J. Spiller, just picked up by the Jets a couple of weeks ago, brings it out to the 20. And after making his NFL debut last week, here comes 24-year-old Midlothian, Texas quarterback Bryce Petty. A 2-year starter at Baylor. Led the school to back-to-back Big 12 championships, and you hear the crowd. Ryan came back, finished the game, and nearly led the Jets to a win. Matt Forte has been very busy the last 3 games, and that's a good, strong carry by the former Bear. Petty threw for over 8,100 yards in 36 college games. He had 62 touchdowns.
12 men in the huddle by the offense. That's a 5-yard penalty. It's 3rd down.
So it has not been as pleasant for Bowles after winning 10 games as a rookie coach a year ago. Good throw there. Now this is going to depend on the spot. He appears to be short of a 1st down by a yard.
11 run his route. He's going to run it and make sure he gives himself enough room on the comeback to the quarterback. See him work his way back to catch the football. So he got every bit right there as he caught the football. That's the yardage they gave him before Troy Hill took him down. And I think we may get a challenge on the spot here early from the Rams.
Well, the punt team is already on the field, so clearly the challenge is not going to go the Jets' way.
Ball is down at the 28-yard line. It will be 4th down. Although the receiver caught the ball in the air near the 29-yard line, he was not touched until he was close to the 28-yard line. And by rule, that's the spot that forward progress is ruled. It's fourth down. There is no timeout charge to Los Angeles.
Play from the line before he was touched. That meant no first down.
So punting it away, Lachlan Edwards. And that will back up Austin to the 20-yard line. Out across the 25, and look out, he'll step out of bounds crossing the 35 up to the 37-yard line. Second to last in total offense. And on first down, Gurley takes a direct snap, and that didn't fool the Jets, who figure to be loading up.
Runs, unstructured runs. Wildcat is one of them. Let's see if they use him in different spots to try and get him the ball.
They play fake it to Gurley, and it was just not there. Read beautifully defensively. He's starting to gain a little momentum. Young team getting great quarterback play right now. Third down, and it's very close to another first down. And a guess who they went to again? Britt. It's been a rough year for Revis, and it started the very opening weekend in this stadium against the Bengals. It's a huge day as Gurley goes nowhere yet again.
You got to do it a variety of ways. Big bodies as well as speed.
Second down and 10. And that's Brian Quick, who's healthy again. Reception made by Quick, and now 4 out of 5 on third down of these Rams against the Jets. That's to the 40 and another LA first down.
Some confusion to create some gaps in space.
They give it to Gurley, and that's by far his best run of the day. His first 4 carries totaled 4 yards. You know exactly what is Todd Gurley right now. There you are on a second down and 1, and you're denied the first down. Ninth play of the drive, third down. They pitch it to Gurley, and this is a loss of 5. And that is Sheldon Richardson, who along with Wilkerson both were benched for the opening quarter last week in Miami.
They tried to use Sheldon Richardson's athletic ability and speed against him, meaning they faked one way hoping he would bite and go down the line, but he played that play with extreme patience and excellent eyes. You always hear about where are my eyes, where are my keys.
We always keep an eye on Johnny Hecker, the punter for the Rams. And now here he comes up under center. He's 6 of 10 as a passer in his career. This one might be just to try and get him to jump off sides. Now he's going to back up, and they'll go ahead and take the penalty flag, a delay of game, which is no big deal if you're trying to pin him inside the 10 anyway.
This is Greg Zuerlein on 2 55-yard attempts.
Delay of game offense, 5-yard penalty. It's fourth down.
And he didn't make either one of them. Not that
far this year. They did have the 2 misses, but both misses, like you said, Charles, 55 yards away. And now trying to pin the Jets deep, and well, you can't do it any better than that. Forte looking for any room at all, and not much there. He picks up a yard.
Ben's going to play, just not sure which one, right?
Out of the shotgun. And they're looking for the long ball down the field to Anderson. And they're tied up with the football, and it's going to belong to Anderson. What a reception by the rookie out of Temple, a college free agent getting more and more playing time. This is one heck of a catch.
I talked with Matt Rule, his coach, Tom, at Temple. Say he's the most competitive player he's ever coached, talking about Anderson.
That is a 52-yard reception. Spiller has checked into the game in the backfield. That is his first carry as a New York Jet. He returned a couple of kickoffs last week, was in on offense a couple of plays. Now a second down and 6. And the handoff is to Powell. He's about 3 yards short of a first down. We talked about what you like is the fact that in a very tough conference, this young man won back-to-back Big 12 championships. That's a nicely designed play on a third down and 3. First catch for Brandon Marshall. Fitzpatrick had the outstanding season a year ago when the Jets won 10 but failed to reach the playoffs. Forte bounces off the left side, still on his feet, flag down. Forte inside the 10, down to the 5. We wait on the penalty.
Offside, defense, number 94, lining up in the neutral zone. The penalty is declined. First down.
So that Jets, they were 1 of 5 against Miami last week. They hand it to Forte.
Can always slip out the back door on you.
8th play of the drive. Trying to sneak that one through and into the hands of Forte. It's incomplete.
Will match up with Brandon Marshall because of his size.
Put it in the hands of Marshall, and they flip it to Powell. How about that one? Touchdown, Jets.
I know you're having Boise State flashbacks right now, Tom, because watch Marshall here, and then watch coming out of the backfield, the old hook and lateral. All right, you get out of there, Anunua, number 81, with a nice block on the corner. Marshall with the flip to Powell.
99 yards for the Jets. And now the point after by Folk. And it is no good. The first career touchdown pass for Bryce Petty. And he had to do it the hard way. I mean, that's earning it. When you go 99 yards. Whoa, doctor, big-time collision there at the 15-yard line. But now Rams football. First down from their own 15, and Keenum out of the shotgun looking for a long one of his own. Right on the money. What a throw to Kenny Britt. And again, he beats Darrelle Revis all the way to the 40-yard line. A penalty flag is on the field.
But look what he does. He's got him right where he needs to, and Revis just can't locate the football late in the route. He gets a step on him. That's a beautifully thrown football by Case Keenum.
Good game by the offense. After the play, 5-yard penalty still results in a first down.
Turned around and handed to Gurley, who's only had one significant run today, and that was all of 9 yards. Those passes, as you pointed out earlier, Charles, he's in excellent cover.
Exactly.
That last one was just a beautifully thrown ball. I want to get back to this Gurley thing, though, with you, Charles. And
you know, any back is normal if there's no holes to run through.
They're down at 8, and Keenum almost stayed on his feet. He is sacked back at the 47-yard line.
The attack coming at him because they showed a lot of people. And throughout this season, the Jets have not come at people the way that they normally do. 5 or more, they're going to try and get after Case Keenum.
Backer on the punt, Jalen Marshall, another rookie out of Ohio State, waits and a fair catch at the 14-yard line. After a 99-yard drive, their last possession, get it back, leading by 3. And Forte slips off the left side for 3. Only the second touchdown drive of 99 yards this season in the league. And that one should have been, or could have been, a pick 6 the other way for Tremaine Johnson. A third down and 7. Only a 3-man rush, and they convert. Finding Enunwa. Pretty solid numbers right there. And this is the first NFL start for Bryce Petty. And right back in the hand. What a move that is by Anderson. And close to another first down, maybe a half a yard short.
Continue to utilize him and exploit his gifts.
It's Forte on a second down and a yard. He's dropped for a 1-yard loss. They're down at 2. And it's incomplete. Marshall looking for a flag, and here it comes. Boy, it came mighty late.
That's going to be the question, because he did grab him initially in the
Before
route.
the pass was thrown, holding defense number 20. That's a 5-yard penalty from the previous spot, and an automatic first down.
So I think they were talking about that. Apparently the ball wasn't tipped, and it is a hold against Joyner. Forte. Not much running room so far today.
It's a wallop when he tackles.
Forte cuts it back to the inside. Dropped right at the line of scrimmage. It'll bring up third down and 10.
Right in the middle, number 26 with Ogletree 52. Right in the middle of the baby blitz.
They try and fool him, and the crowd doesn't like the call on third down and 10.
Playing pretty well so far. Like our field position. Don't do something crazy here. Punt it away and let's play defense.
Great punt. Chasing Austin inside the 10. Austin now across the 15 and spun down short of the 20-yard line. Plus for Kenny Britt. First down, Keenum looking to the sideline, and that's right through the hands of the intended receiver. Oh, he's got to pump up Barry Alvarez.
He is the godfather.
Yes, he is.
That's our guy.
You may think there are some godfathers, you know, in this area around here. down and 8. Keenum trying to escape trouble, cannot. He is sacked.
This is why they were able to get home and get the sack. Buster Screen, 41 in the slot. Darrell Roberts, 27 up top. Darrelle Revis had a tough time, right? Well, not on this one. Even got a little bit of a hip hold there on Kenny Britt that goes undetected. But they have lockdown coverage, which allowed Lorenzo Malden to get home for the sack.
And there were a whole host of Jets there. This one punted. Chasing Jalen Marshall. He's had ball control issues all year long when he's been back there. There's a penalty flag down. Marshall, a pair of fumbles early in the year on punts that were returned then for touchdowns. Exactly the call.
During the punt, illegal block in the back by the receiving team, number 20. That's it, number 30. It's a 10-yard penalty that is enforced from where the punt was caught. Half the distance to the goal, first down.
Special operations community and associated personnel, and we are wearing their pins today. Obviously a big tech of the hat. Penalty flag down on the first down carry.
Illegal hands to the face, defense, number 90. That's a 5-yard penalty enforced from the end of the run and an automatic first down.
Check
Impressed by how he started in his first start.
Well, the number 6 out of 8. He really has a lot of help from the running game outside of that big carry. Boy, pretty nice catch right there by Powell, and cuts it back to the inside, spins his way across the 35-yard line. Propped up on it during this week of practice. And they set up a screen to Powell. Tries to turn the corner and is run out of bounds, stopping the clock with 1:54 to play. The Jets have all 3 timeouts remaining.
He's usually prominent.
He's been bothered with a sore shoulder, missed a couple of games, and now sacked is Petty by the veteran William Hayes. And we 4 and 5, and maybe not yet in the division, but certainly in that wild card. They're very much in the hunt. Oh my goodness. And Petty missed a wide open Robbie Anderson that should have been 6.
Quarterback, when he's that wide open, you just put it on the receiver. You don't worry as much about leading him.
Austin dropped right where he caught it at the 20-yard line, and we're gonna.
I thought this was a tester game for exactly who they were. And so far, Carolina's taking care of that. So we'll see how it goes. Long way to go with them. Remember, they did go to Oakland. And those are numbers you can win with.
But our fans back in Los Angeles, as there's an incomplete pass, 3rd down coming up, Charles.
All right, so, you know, some emergencies have made that happen. But when you have a number 1 pick and you're not winning games, people want to see him play. Of course, the incompletion.
This time it's Nick Marshall rather than Jalen Marshall back to return the punt.
But look at him coming out of here. An empty backfield set and throwing it.
Short, safe throw. Forte dropped at the 34-yard line. The Jets are going to call a timeout.
Ready to play at the time that they kick off, and it worked well once against Tampa, as you said.
Sharon Peak, rookie out of Clemson, makes a reception.
Illegal hands to the face, offense number 71. 10-yard penalty, repeat second down.
Couple opportunities before the penalty.
Right now they're going to go ahead.
Yeah, this is it.
Although Forte might make you think about the next play a little bit. You still have some time here. Marshall will step out of bounds at the 45. That took all of, what, 4 seconds off the clock?
At times they will play deep. And if you can get a gap in an intermediate spot, you might have one more play in you.
Blitz coming, and he started to throw it. Looked like he tried to hold up, and it came right out of his fingertips. So this will be the final play of the opening half as Powell still on his feet, but he's tackled inside the 40, and that is that. So a pair of struggling teams, especially struggling offenses, have certainly lived up to that billing.
That's their identity. That's problematic.
So the Jets will get the football. They'll get it at the 25. And
Side of the team that can handle it, the defense, and tell them to take care of helping their offense.
now the Jets haven't run it much either. That is forte, and Brocker slams him to the deck. Wide open across the middle. Wide open across the middle was Enunwa, and Petty never saw him. Third down coming up. Submit
Shot.
Todd Bowles, 52 years young, grew up about a half hour from here in Elizabeth, New Jersey. There's Marshall, well short of a first down.
Rams are really starting to creep up in coverage and start to snuff out all the underneath stuff.
The Australian Edwards puts a foot on a good punt, backing up Austin to the 15-yard line, but he's got some room. And Austin out of bounds at the 18.
Or Joey DeMarco, number 3, Hunter McVay, number 1. Proud of those guys. They got beat in the next round against Pleasantville, but a fantastic season, Huguenots. That passion runs deep, it flares hot, and then they go right back to being brothers again.
And you know, when you spend any time around both of those guys, and look, there are some guys, it's no different than life, football players.
In the 6 points, yet they're trailing in another ball game. They're trying to figure out a way to score themselves on defense.
They're down in 6, and you're running a route that is nowhere close to getting a first down, so it's 3 and out for the Rams.
Tom?
We lost you there momentarily. Those of you at home, a punt was fielded by
During
Marshall.
the return, illegal block in the back by the receiving team, number 14. Half the distance to the goal from the spot of the foul. First down.
9 plays, and now they'll try and go 96 yards to reach Pater. Spun down Forte. 4,000 receiving yards, over 500 receptions. Fake it one way, Petty rolls the other, and that'll be enough for a first down. The short, easy throw to Powell. Been a very quiet day again for Marshall. 4 receptions, just 15 yards. Big running room for Forte. All the way across the 40, tripped up to the 42-yard line. 15 carries, 84 rushing yards now for Forte. Nowhere to go on this carry. May have lost a yard. It's a good quartet right there. Quick throw, and trying to wiggle away is Peak. There's a big third down, trying to keep this drive alive, and hit Petty as he threw, and it's incomplete. And Austin stands back inside his own 15. Over end punt, and this will check up and down to the 25. They kicked a field goal. The last 5 punts, 3 and out on each of their last 3 drives, and no team in football has had more 3 and outs offensively than the Rams. Tomorrow morning, 9:30 Eastern, back-to-back carries for Gurley. Keenum will run it himself. He will dive very close to a first down. I think by the time he was touched, he already had a first down right at the 50. Third quarter. Play action. And a dangerous throw, leaping high into the air. Second down and 10. And now Keenum going to run it again. And clearly there's good running room. That's a gain of 7, close to 8. Third down upcoming, but so it does indeed. Play clock now down to 4. They hand it off. He doesn't get the ball very much, but Benny Cunningham, when they give it to him, he's done a nice job. Only 5:30 to play here in the third quarter, and the Rams on the move. They give it to Gurley, and he's starting to pick up some nice yards here. His last 3 carries.
That space.
Gurley had 10 rushing yards total in the first half. His last 3 carries have gone for 13, 5, 6, and now 1. Britt has been their third down receiver today, though. And they go to Cunningham to convert on third down and 3 for a second straight time. That'll move the chains, and the clock runs. And play of this drive for the Rams, trailing 6-3 in the hands of Austin. And nowhere to go.
Incredible hands.
And discipline. incredible this one. And that's Austin. He escapes one tackle and is run out of bounds. It'll be first and goal for the Rams inside the 10.
He's in the game now. I'd like to give him a couple cracks at it and see if they can carry it in.
First down and goal from the 7. Now they take a crack at it on first down. Fake it to Austin. And they lay it off to Gurley. And that's defended beautifully by Marcus Gilchrist. There is a penalty flag down on the play.
Pass interference. Offense number 83 was downfield blocking before the pass was caught. The 10-yard penalty. Repeat second down.
And you take Gurley out of your play calling equation too.
Second down and goal. And Keenum dropped at the 20-yard line.
In the middle of the field.
Going for the end zone. And incomplete with an eye on Tavon Austin, and a flag comes in late. And Buster Screen is saying, you got to be kidding.
And Tom, I believe the back judge was reaching and then decided not to throw it. So he may be discussing this play because he had the view from the back of it. And he may be discussing about picking it up. Watch screen 41 here in the coverage to Austin.
There was no foul on the play. The feet were tangled. By rule, that is not pass interference. It's fourth down.
Now watch here. Watch here. See him how he reached? Nope. Decided not to. So when the flag came out from the other side, he went to discuss it with his colleague and said, I had the best view. I decided not to throw it. And
only 2 misses all year were from 55. Good snap, good hold, good kick. Is what we have seen frequently from this Rams offense for a long, long time. Running out across the 25 up to the 27-yard line in the 6-6 game. That are serving and that will serve. They're still the greatest country in the world. That should be the final play of this third quarter. And here we go in the fourth in a 6-6 game. And a first down carry by Matt Forte is up to the second down carry, rather, is up to the 40-yard line, and that's enough for a first down. And now some extra stuff going on, and penalty flags come down on the play.
After the play was over, a personal foul, unnecessary roughness defense, number 91. 15 yards, first down.
That's a local kid from Staten Island.
They've been telling us that since we were in kindergarten.
That's right. Petty, and this is his first NFL start. Thought about letting it go, finally does to Forte.
I'm wondering if the people in the press box, the coaches, are noticing that and want to see if they can try and isolate him in coverage at all.
It looks like they're going to run it on second down and 3 and drop for a loss. Went to Curtis High School. He was a #1 pick by the New England Patriots, who told him to beat it after 2 years. Third down, incomplete pass. Excellent coverage by Troy Hill.
Without getting pushed deep, they don't feel like they have to worry about anything going over their heads.
Edwards trying to pen him deep, and a fair catch at the 7-yard line by Austin. And that meant the #1 pick. Jared Goff finally getting into a game for the first time. In fact, the Coliseum, you could hear the chants very late in the game against Carolina. They made a huge trade, as this is Gurley off to the right side on second down, and he picks up maybe 2.
They didn't take the first snap of the season because he held out.
Did not start game 1. That's a catch made by Britt, but again, the question is, did he get enough for a first down?
Doesn't appear to be by how they're pacing it off. I think he's a little short on that.
And Charles, I got it down for Hecker.
Exactly. And the Jets left their defense on the field for precisely that reason, Tom. They played what we call punt safe.
Look at this punt. All the way back to the 5-yard line. And Jalen Marshall is struck down at the 14-yard line. That Hecker is some kind of weapon. I mean, what a weapon he is.
Hecker is a weapon to set up field position and help his defense.
All right, so now the youngster Petty. He's not a rookie, but for all intents and purposes he is. He didn't play all of last year.
We couldn't have much of a conversation because I can only talk sports with him.
Petty will throw moving to his left. It's incomplete.
Long here, and you can see the pressure package that Greg Williams has together up near the line of scrimmage towards Bryce Petty.
Third down, Brandon Marshall back into the game. And very lucky that wasn't picked off by Alec Ogletree. He's able to knock it down. It's another 3 and out.
On his defense to try and help out his offense. They get a turnover, but they forced a punt, and they should get better field position.
And with no Tavon Austin, they put in Pharaoh Cooper. Well, that's a nice play by Cooper, who's led him on a 99-yard touchdown drive in the opening half, but nothing since. And now Gurley, who in the fourth quarter of games this year has been virtually non-existent. A nice run there, a gain of 8.
Quan Bolden, Steve Smith, like in terms of strength.
And that appears to be enough for a first down to Benny Cunningham. You know, you also had, of course, that missed extra point. You can make that argument. Because right now the Jets would still be in front. Looking down the field to Kenny Britt. And it's incomplete. Excellent coverage that time by Darrelle Revis. Second go-round, of course, for Revis when he came back last year with the Jets, where his career began. Won a Super Bowl in New England. And here's Gurley, powerful running and a first down to the 30-yard line.
Opens up. Now you can see plenty into the secondary.
8 carries here in the second half. 45 yards for Gurley after going 10 rushes for 10 yards in the first half. And a gain of 5 there on first down or close to it. We'll call it 4. Good throw. And that's Pharaoh Cooper, who's in for Tavon Austin. There is a penalty flag, and Cooper may have shoved his way getting open. We'll see. Well, obviously this call is against the Jets because Ed Hockley is talking with Jeff Fisher about what he wants to do.
Illegal hands to the face, defense number 24. That's before the pass was thrown. The penalty is declined. The play results in a first down.
A little bit too high.
First down to 10 at the 20-yard line. Gurley cuts it back to the inside, and now you're starting to see 7 catches in each of the last 2 games as Kendricks. Throw and incomplete. No penalty flag. Screen and coverage of Austin. Rams can score a touchdown. The Jets are in a world of trouble because their offense has done virtually nothing all day. Neither team has. Force them to kick a field goal. You're all right. They're looking for Cunningham out of the backfield.
Cornerback in college who can run with running backs.
Field goal try, and it is good from 34 yards out.
And listen, they put it on their defense. I said it earlier. Jeff Fisher said, I'm not going to tamper with my offense. They might be a little fragile now. Defensive guys, I'm putting it on you to help carry our team. And right now they've carried them to a lead.
C.J. Spiller, the return up to the 25-yard line.
Them up for that field goal drive.
First down, and Petty on the mark to Powell out of the backfield, and that's a gain of 10. Let's go. Went 2 out of 2, and Fitzpatrick injured his knee, but Fitzpatrick came in to finish the game. And he'll feed Powell again, and that's up to the 40-yard line, a gain of 5.
That's what it comes down to for Bryce Petty here. And the Rams are counting on him not being able to nickel and dime him all the way downfield.
Oh, Forte is still on his feet. He should have been dropped behind the line of scrimmage. Catching the football, so 100+ yards from scrimmage day. Short drop, quick throw, should have been had. C.J. Spiller. NFL interceptions, Ryan Fitzpatrick, and you drop 19 passes. That one knocked down by Robert Quinn. Third down and 10. In a 3-point game with less than 5 to go. Good protection, and now the pocket collapses. And that is a forward pass incomplete.
This wasn't there. The pressure of the Rams done really well against him.
That one nearly blocked. Pharaoh Cooper comes up to make the fair catch.
That's the thing. Keep the yardage, because that hidden yardage that you give up can cost you in a big way. In this case, it gained a field goal for the Rams.
And especially the way these two teams are on offense today. I mean, that extra 15 or 20 yards. Out of South Carolina, who's only been active 3 games this year, and that's Gurley out of the backfield. Just reaching the ball out for a first down, and that he gets at the 30. Now 4-minute offense here to try and put this thing away. Penalty flag down, and Gurley across midfield.
Holding, offense, number 73. 10-yard penalty from the previous spot. Repeat first down.
That would have been Gurley's longest run of the season.
His athleticism, he's got to curb those penalties.
Cunningham cuts it back the other way. He'll hang on to the football. Remember, he fumbled inside the 2-yard line against the Cincinnati Bengals. And Dallas coming up later on Fox at Pittsburgh. That did not fool anybody on second down.
Territory.
Need to get to the 40 for a first down. They nearly had a mishandled snap there. Jalen Marshall stands back at his own 25. And Hecker. High punt. And a fair catch made at the 23-yard line. So here we go with 2:55 left for Bryce Petty.
What Chan Gailey, the offense coordinator, will do with Greg Williams, the defensive coordinator.
First down catch. Peak for a gain of 5.
And the reason not averse to bringing pressure in these situations too.
Just a 4-man rush this time. They dump it off to Powell out of the backfield. And he is wrestled down to the 38. That'll be a first down. The clock continues to run. Final play before the 2-minute warning. We think Powell is chopped down. And that will bring us to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes to go. Second down and 7. The Jets from their own 42-yard line. Across the middle, and it is intercepted by Alec Ogletree. First turnover for either team today.
Remember him dropping in a pass route recently and getting in there and knocking it away? Watch Ogletree. Hunts up the receiver, has the coverage, stays right there, and basically outfights him for the football. Ball's thrown inside, so it's a tough catch for a noon one.
Nothing the Jets can do to stop it now. On the flip side of all of this, how about Jeff Fisher? I mean, you know, Fisher has a contract through the end of this season, at least a signed deal. There are some that believe he has a contract on a wink-wink a little bit longer than that after going through another move.
They were emphatic that they thought Goff should be playing. But even beyond that, it's what you keep putting on this defense. That's a hard way to go for this defense, where every week, every possession you play on D could decide the game for your team. And that's a tough way to win ball games throughout. But today, my hat is really off to that Rams team. Because my goodness, I'm talking about that Rams defense.
Absolutely.
They were sensational today.
And hey, 4-game losing streak is over. And Charles, we were talking in their division, even with a 4. You know, these Rams can walk away and make the long flight back home at 4 up and 5 down. That's one more win than the Arizona Cardinals have for second place. And 4 wins right now, you're in the hunt.